All right, welcome back to CM's Garage. In the last video, we got the tractor running. It seems to be running really well. So now we need to go ahead and get new tires on it. I have to put the new air cleaner on there and do a little bit of work on the brakes, but I plan to get this tractor driving. So stay tuned, enjoy the video. It is time to get this tractor moving under its own power. I'm going to start by getting these old crusty tires off here, which are probably original, I'll bet from 1945. Sure looks like it. So let's get these off and then we'll take the tires to a shop and get them mounted. I've been putting PV Blaster on these bolts for about a week now. I'm crossing my fingers, they pop right off. Yeah, that'll work. That looks like a bolt in the back. Gotta get something on that. I took a vice grip. The bolts on here are the square head, so we'll get that on there and then try to run that nut off. That worked. To the other side. Yeah, so these are pretty rotted out. So we'll probably replace all three on each side. Just get new bolts. We got one that's broken anyway. All right, let's get the tractor jacked up now. We'll get these wheels knocked off and then we'll put some wood blocks underneath the tires. Don't have to go too far. I think we're good there. All right, see if we can pound this one off. Oh, look at that. There we go. Just gonna throw a wood block under the hub here. And let it down on that. That should be fine. There we go. Bearings are really good in these. Both sides, super smooth. So that's one less thing I need to do. All right, so let's get this put down on the 4x4s. Get that right in the middle. And here we go. Nice. Cool. So now to take the wheels and get them mounted. I was taking a closer look at these tires so you can see Maxi Track. Obviously they're super old. I was looking for a date. Let's see here. That might be the date, 56/12/30, 1956, possibly. I mean, I could see that. So they bought the tractor in 45, ran it for 11 years, put new tires on. I'm gonna Google this Maxi Track and see if I can find anything on it. But yeah, this rim looks pretty rusted. We'll see if that was definitely, you can see where it was sitting in the mud. This side looks pretty good. So I feel like one side of the tractor was the right side was sitting in the mud because the rear tire too on the right side has some rust too on the rim itself. So yeah, I don't know if that's salvageable. We'll see. Looks like it's pretty crusty. It's not through, but if I can clean that up with the wire brush, we'll see how it looks. Need help?
Yes.
In the garbage they go. Off with the old tires. Now we're gonna clean these rims up, get them painted with some primer before we go and get them mounted. I just figured I'd do that. I didn't want them to mount new tires on really rusty rims. Well, here we go. We've got our two front wheels. I got all the rust cleaned off of them with the wire brush on the grinder. Most of the rust at least. And then I did a black flat metal primer followed by like a brown camouflage color, which will match the patina on the tractor. So now to find a place that'll mount these tires up for me. All right, so we're back from the tire shop. I got the tubes and tires mounted on the painted up rims. Let's get these off the truck and mount it on the tractor. I had to go ahead and buy a new air cleaner on eBay because the old one just had water pouring down in it for years. So the bottom, all this screen was just completely rusted out. So we got this new one. I had to undo the fuel line because we'll run the fuel line through here, and then I kind of have to reroute my new choke cable that I made. Okay, so we've got a new rubber hose that's going to go between the carburetor and the air cleaner. All right, we'll get our fuel line rerouted. All right, so the fuel hose I ended up rerouting over the top here. It just makes more sense, easier to get to the filter. It's not so pinched in there. And then I've got my choke lever here connected. When I got the tractor, it didn't have a choke lever. So I just came up with this metal rod here, just bent it. And I've got a nice choke lever now. I'm gonna get the oil bath reservoir filled up. We'll get that put on, and then we'll get the hood put back on. Let's get some oil put in this oil bath. Air cleaner. All right, let's get the hood put back on. I'm gonna start by getting this muffler off and the oil cap, and then the hood should just pop right back on. It hasn't been on in a while, so it'll be fun to put it back on. Look at that. Get this muffler tightened back on, and our air cleaner hat here, and our oil cap. All right, so let's get our new front wheels on with the new tires. First we'll get this tractor jacked back up. So we've got new hardware to bolt our wheels on. These go through the hub. The old hardware is all rusted, so I wanted to get that changed out. Well, there you go, guys. We've got the front wheels back on with the new tires. Looks awesome. This thing is ready to run. All I have to do now is get some gear oil for the transmission. We'll get that in there. And then, yeah, it should be ready to run and drive. I've got some new gauges coming. That's not gonna stop us from driving it, but some all matching reproduction gauges that look like what would have come on the tractor in 45. There you go. Let's get some gear oil in this thing and take it for a drive. Here we go. The tractor is ready to run. We've got it pushed back out of the garage. And we're gonna take it out in the field and see what it does. So just to go through the sequence, I have the fuel open, but the starting. So we've opened our fuel all the way, fuel valve. And then I've got my magneto switch here. So I'll do magneto on. This is the choke lever. That doesn't need to be out because it's warm now. And I also have a battery cutoff switch back here. So put our battery on. Got my fire extinguisher just in case. And at this point, should be ready to go. All right, so now that we're up here, let's put the throttle on. Give it about half throttle. We've got our shifter in neutral. Ignition on. And we'll go to start it. A lot like starting an airplane, to be honest. All right, so now clutch is in. Adjust that throttle a bit. All right, here we go, reverse. Did you get all that? Yeah. All right, I don't know what happened here, so let's fire it up again. I think my fuel on. Neutral. We shouldn't have enough. Let's try second gear this time. Well, the tractor runs and it drives. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's a lot more I want to do on this tractor. We need to get it cleaned up. I don't plan on like completely repainting it, but we might do like a wipe on clear coat to kind of save the patina. So we'll probably have some videos with that, and then I want to address the cooling system also. I'm not sure, I had the temperature gun on it. It was getting up to like 220, so that's pretty good for cylinder head temperature. But yeah, I want to go through the cooling system. It needs an alternator. The alternator completely seized up. So I need to do that and get that wired to the battery so we can get this battery charging when we actually drive it here. But yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate it, guys. Come back for the next video. Thanks.